Hello, Utah. If you want to vote, first you gotta make sure that you're registered. There's a link in the description where you can check your registration status right now. If you aren't registered or have moved since the last time you voted, you can register online using the link in the description as long as you have a Utah driver's license or state ID. If you don't have a Utah driver's license, maybe you don't drive or you're a college student from another state, you can go to the same registration website, but at the end, you'll have to print out a form on paper and mail it in. You can also go to your county clerk's office and register in person. There's a link to their locations below. The deadline to register is October 9th if you're doing it by mail, but if you register online or in person, you have until November 1st. Great, so if you've gotten registered, now you can vote. Any registered voter in Utah can vote by mail. All you have to do is pick a form in the links below. There's an online and a mail-in version, and submit them by November 3rd, though sooner is better. You can even check a box on the absentee request form to get an absentee ballot for every election instead of having to request one every time. A ballot will just show up in the mail every time you'll be able to vote. Once you get your ballot in the mail, you can fill it out at your own pace, do all the research you want before you send it in so that it gets to your county clerk by November 8th. Most counties in Utah also allow you to vote early in person, but the dates, times, and locations are different from county to county, so use the link below to see where and when you can vote early. If you plan on voting in person on November 8th, there's a link in the description that will tell you where you need to go to vote. You'll need to bring an ID with you, like a valid Utah driver's license, state ID, concealed weapon permit, passport, or tribal ID. If you don't have any of those, you can bring two other kinds of ID, like a student ID, social security card, birth certificate, current utility bill, paycheck, or bank statement with your name and address on it, and a whole bunch of other less common forms of ID. There is a list of them in the links below. If you want to see everything that's going to be on the ballot ahead of time, you can use the same link you used to check your registration and polling place and look at a sample ballot. This gives you a chance to research all of the candidates and issues in your local elections ahead of time. Now, you don't have to vote for every single item on the ballot. You can leave things blank if you want to, but your local elections can be pretty important, so it's worth checking out what's on there ahead of time. You can even print out the sample ballot, fill it out, and bring it with you to the polls if you don't want to forget how you wanted to vote. All the links you need to check your registration, vote early, find your polling location, and find your sample ballot are in the description. Thank you for voting.